What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I was able to catch this stream of Dr. Boyce Watkins with this young lady, Miss Black Hollywood, and they did a live stream of Dave Chappelle criticizes Katt Williams for attacking black men. Now again, Dr. Boyce Watkins is a very unique personality. He's very unilateral in his commentary, like so many other quote-unquote pro-blacks are. What do I mean when I say unilateral? Well, firstly, he likes to attack the things that white society does towards blacks, which is very good. That's something that needs to be talked about and also focused on. But Dr. Boyce Watkins has absolutely zero accountability when blacks are scamming each other. And we also saw that with the whole Jay Morrison debacle. But I want you to see what kind of mentality he has towards the fact that Dave Chappelle criticized Katt Williams for attacking black men. I want to play a part of that stream, and then we're going to come back.
Only Katt knows how to be Katt, but still though, so Dave Chappelle basically was the only prominent comedian I saw, or better yet, the most prominent comedian. How about that? Not the only one who really took issue with what Katt said. And I listen to Dave because I respect him. I think he's a smart man. And I remember, and the point that Dave was kind of making is he said, you didn't say none of that stuff about any of the white boys. The white boys get all the big opportunities. The white boys block us out of a lot of stuff. And you ain't say nothing about them, but you got a whole lot to say about a whole lot of other black people. And he said the N-word, but we're not going to do that here. No. But you know, so Dave pretty much said that Katt seemed to really be targeting other black people and not really taking accountability. What do you think about that?
First of all, Dave Chappelle said from the beginning, literally, that he was targeting people that had targeted him, that didn't treat him fairly. So to me, it was like Katt Williams was like the kid that was bullied in high school and then came back with a gun and went and like sprayed everybody up. Like it's like, yeah, that's the energy. But Kevin Hart also said that he was on the Breakfast Club. Like you can't like, and he specifically said like, Steve Harvey did this to me. They did that to me. They made this for me. Like it wasn't a racial conversation to me. It wasn't even about it didn't have anything to do with that.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm trying to understand, and I get it. You know, but I'm one of those person that believes that whenever you see black people fighting, there's a white person or there's some white system pulling the strings. You know, like when dogs are fighting in a dog fighting cage, the owners of the dogs are not in the cage. Right. But the owners are controlling the cage. They're manipulating the conditions inside the cage. Right. They say, OK, you know, we need to make sure that there's not enough food. So they'll fight over the food. Or we need to put the big mean dog next to the other mean dog so we can let them fight. Like, I feel like they've always done this because you go back in history. They used to breed black people. You know, they used to breed the slaves and bring us together or tear us apart, whichever one suited their purpose. So I really see Dave's point in the sense that if you're talking about what was going on here, what I really saw was crabs in a barrel. That's what I saw. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe everybody thinks that I am, you know, being a hater on this, but I don't care. Call me hater of the year. Just go ahead and give me that award. Remember Dave Chappelle's award, player hater of the year. Bug nasty, your breast stinks, and your mama got 18 toes. You know, remember that? Player hater of the year.
So you heard that, okay? And he says, listen, the young lady was saying, I don't think this is a race thing. He's attacking blacks. She even mentioned the fact that, hey, Katt Williams took umbrage towards those men because they had wronged him. Boyce Watkins has an argument, which I could already suspect from him. Well, whenever blacks are arguing, it's crabs in the bucket. It's the white folk making these black people fight. And that's interesting, Dr. Boyce Watkins, because you've had several YouTube beefs, fallouts with other creators, Michi X, Paris Milan. There are certain ladies that talked about you and your business practices. There are some issues with Roland Martin. So can I ask you a question? Are white people involved in that? No, there's no white person. Because if that's the case, whenever you have disagreements and you've clearly been called out a lot of times on Black YouTube for all kinds of, egregious things, in which we won't even talk about today. So did a white person put a chain around you and a chain around another black person and make you quarrel? No. That is a person that doesn't want to have accountability that talks like that, unfortunately. And that is exactly why when Jay Morrison and those people were scammed, Boyce Watkins started making excuses. Let me play one of the excuses that he made.
I'm going to stop for a minute because I'm getting elevated, as my wife would say. She's a therapist. And I'm going to just tell you like this. You could take down Jay Morrison and the Tulsa Fund all day tomorrow, but you will not have done any good for the Black community. Literally. Because you're going after the people that are making $1 million and you're not going after the ones who made $1 billion. That's your problem. You will gang bang on each other all day long. You like the Crips and Bloods. You shoot up somebody on their grandma's house because he came on your block, but you ain't got the guts to take on the white man. You ain't got the guts to take on the LAPD that's been terrorizing you for decades. You ain't got the guts to take on the Klan. Not one gangbanger I know of has ever shot somebody who was part of a white supremacist organization. So what I'm saying to you is that in business, you have the same problem. You have the same problem. You have the exact same problem. You have people that will say, look at that over there. He making money. He's rich. He's swaggy. I don't like that old swaggy nigga. I'm gonna go take him down. And then somehow you think you did something good for the world. You haven't done anything good for the world. Maybe you did something good for your ego. Maybe you did something good, because you created drama. Maybe you did something good for your YouTube channel because now you're getting lots of views and making lots of money. And I get it. It's a struggle out here, right? Whatever. But did you do anything good for the community? I don't know if you have. I think we have bigger fish to fry. That's my point. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I told y'all, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't know if any mistakes were made. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Tulsa Fund is the best investment I ever made. I don't know. No, I mean, in terms of ROI and money in my pocket, no, it's not. I have other assets I've invested in that have doubled or tripled in value for sure. But the reason I love the Tulsa Fund, the reason that I'm very happy that my money was put into that fund is mainly because I love the Legacy Center. I love the Legacy Center.
Yeah, you heard that? You don't want to go to these white businesses. You don't want to go to these white folks when they're doing X, Y, and Z. Which is beside the point. See, this guy wants to have something called the Black Business School. How to do black business. How can you do black business when you don't have trust and accountability? How can you do black anything in any community? Forget the color. If you only want to talk about the dominant society, but when the people that you say you are trying to help, you don't have any accountability towards your own group. And that's what Boyce Watkins is pretty much trying to say here in Dave Chappelle. We want to absolve ourselves of having accountability toward the group, because you know what about the other group? And that's the whole gist of it all. Boyce Watkins demands zero accountability. He doesn't want you to tell him anything when something goes wrong with your investments. He doesn't want any accountability, but he wants your money. He definitely wants your money. But when something bad happens, you're not gonna go talk to those white folks because you know what? This is bad. This is crabs in a barrel. Know what I think? I think they're trying to, let's talk about it, brother. I'm gonna give you your money back. But see, those are things that gotta be called out. People need to stop the lying, okay? Hold black people accountable. Wanna know why? Wanna know why you need to hold black people accountable? Because the other groups hold their folks accountable. That's why the black community and in many countries in Africa develop at the rate they do, because nobody can hold anybody accountable for anything. So nothing happens. There needs to be rules of engagement. There needs to be rules of how to do things. And there needs to be respect. There are too many people in black business that just want black folks' money, but you don't have any respect. You don't have any respect, okay? Then you want to get mad. You want to get angry. Well, why do you want to get angry? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.